Hello everyone, and welcome back to Game Break, an Inspire the Muse presentation where we explore the plot behind some creative video games. Will here, returning with BioShock Infinite, and when we last left off, Booker and Elizabeth discovered that the only way into Comstock House was locked, and only Father Comstock, or the late Lady Comstock, are able to get in. This gave Elizabeth a plan that is bringing us to the nearby cemetery.
Where are you going?
Come on.
What are we looking for?
There it is.
Yep. This is gonna go well. You sure?
There.
We added a lot
It's
to
your
it.
mother's grave.
They have her preserved in an airtight chamber. Her fingerprints will get us into Comstock House.
She's your
A
mother.
mother who abandons their child doesn't draw a lot of sympathy in my book.
Take a moment to think about what you're doing.
There. Do you open the door or do I have to go in without you?
Alright. I mean, I get it. She didn't really know her mother.
Elizabeth.
It's her. How are you, Mother? All locked up in there, huh? Looks like you and I have some common ground.
Let me do it.
No.
Let me do it.
Alright. We're doing this. We're actually gonna do this.
Look on the other side.
Oh. This is not good.
Child, you chose to follow a false shepherd, and he has led you astray. What I do for love. What lion does not cringe to see their cub in pain, but spare the rod, spoil the child. If you won't listen to me, perhaps you will listen to your mother.
Okay. Excuse you?
Elizabeth, are you all right?
Where did she
Just
go?
hold on. You need to rest for a minute.
No, I'm getting that hand.
Elizabeth, why is your mother a ghost?
She's not. He used me to power that device. He opened up some kind of tear.
Okay, so Ghost Mom and Comstock. Hi. Oh god. So what do I do here?
What's happening?
Save your mother. Crazy to death.
That would be accurate. And I don't have a thing for this. Fire! Ow. What's that weird music? Do you guys hear that? Ow, my shield's down. Ow, I'm stuck. Come back up here. Oh, got it. Whew.
What am I? My God. Is she the source of my power?
But what is she? Alive or dead?
Why do you ask what?
And the delicious question is when.
The only difference between past and present
Is semantics.
lives, lived, will live.
Dies, died, will die.
If we could perceive time as it truly was,
What reason would grammar professors have to get out of bed?
like us all, Lady Comstock exists across time.
She's both alive and dead.
She perceives being both.
She finds this condition disagreeable.
Perception without comprehension.
It's a dangerous combination. Look! Footsteps. She goes to unfinished business.
We have to follow her. Convince her to open the gate to Comstock House.
They're gone again. Okay, super. So there is a reality where the Lady Comstock is alive, if I'm gathering this right, and that is obviously a different reality to this reality, where she's obviously dead, which is the same reality that...
It's a shame you have need of her to enter Comstock House.
Frankly, she doesn't seem all that cooperative.
There is a way to bring her to reason.
3 truths you must discover first.
Truths which, in this world, Comstock has destroyed.
If only one of you had the power to alter time and space.
That would be a blessing, wouldn't it?
They're sarcastic.
All right.
There's something off about Lady Comstock.
Yeah, I noticed.
No, you don't understand. She doesn't belong here. I brought something through. I'm not so sure it was her.
Okay, then. So, as I was saying, the Lady Comstock is not supposed to be here. But now she is. Mostly because Comstock somehow used Elizabeth's power to bring her here. And now we have to find tears? We must have to find alternate versions of reality, which will reveal what actually... We probably have to reveal the truth about her death. But in order to do that, we have to go to alternate worlds. This is gonna get tricky. And probably pretty confusing. So now I have to find tear. Things would have to get weird. I saw her footsteps over here. Where did she go? No, I'm gonna follow those other sets of footsteps. So there's gonna be 3 tears that are gonna go to 3 different realities. And in those realities, we're gonna find the truths that the Lutesses talked about. And apparently they're trapped in time? And so is the Lady Comstock? Well, I guess the Lady Comstock makes sense because she's dead, but she's also not dead. This is weird. There was some weird stuff that happened in Rapture, but at least we all stayed in a single plane of existence. Everything could be explained by broken pseudoscience. This is just straight up insanity. Oh! Now we can get into the Lutece place, which is where I wanted to go in the first place. Suddenly it's open and available.
Got a lock, needs picking.
Okay,
Well, maybe we can find something in here.
all yours.
Lutece Laboratories, which I bet also means we can go to the camera place now. All the key locations we could not get into before. I bet we're going to be able to get into them now. Oh my. Well, that would be the tear that we're probably supposed to find. First, let's see what's upstairs. Lutesses lived here? Well, I guess they were scientists. Oh, wow. They absolutely converted this place into a massive laboratory.
Comstock has sabotaged our contraption. Yet, we are not dead. A theory. We are scattered amongst the possibility space. But my brother and I are together, and so I'm content. He is not. The business with the girl lies unresolved. But perhaps there is one who can finish it in our stead.
Interesting. So somehow, the Lutesses were working on something, and of course, Comstock sabotaged it. It would make sense since Comstock is a man of prophecy and religion, and the Lutesses are people of science and cold, hard fact. So he sabotaged it in an attempt to kill them, but he didn't succeed. He instead trapped them across multiple dimensions. The only problem is that the issue with the girl, I'm assuming Elizabeth, could not be resolved, but someone who could finish it in our stead, that's them hinting at the possibility that someone could help do what they could not do. And I still say it was the Lutesses that brought Booker to the lighthouse at the beginning of this story in the first place.
We're here!
Yes, it's the machine. Unless she was telling me about this. Because I couldn't
Just what
see
the doctor ordered.
that. So that's the tear in this machine. Which is probably experimental on some kind of tear physics in the first place.
It's a tear.
There's something in there. Should I open it?
In a moment. I want to make sure I find everything before I can't backtrack. Like this.
Comstock seems to have been made sterile by simple exposure to our contraption. A theory. Just as sexual reproduction can de-emphasize the traits of each parent, so goes the effect of multiple realities on our own. Your traits dissipate until they become unrecognizable or cease to exist.
Interesting. Theory, sexual reproduction can de-emphasize the traits of each parent. Oh. So like what you're saying is like when you have a child, your traits are de-emphasized because they're mixed with the other parent's traits. And apparently mixing realities can do that as well. Interesting. And in some way that made Comstock sterile, which further begs to wonder, is Elizabeth Comstock's father, or daughter rather, Elizabeth Comstock's daughter. And also, the more that you mix realities, how bad could it be? Perhaps Comstock's prophecies are related to abusing the ability to view other realities through the probability field. Interesting. Alright, we might as well see what happens.
I assure you, madam, my sexual interest in your dear prophet is non-existent.
And Madame Lutece.
Furthermore, the man is quite sterile. It's a lie. Come again, you little bastard! I want you out of my house!
Sterile.
They weren't my parents.
Then what were you to them?
The child that they decided to imprison. She deserved whatever Comstock did to her.
Very interesting.
What did you mean before when you said Lady Comstock didn't belong here?
She's almost feral. It's like she's a reflection of... I don't know.
Interesting stuff. So neither the Comstocks were Elizabeth's parents. Like I said, I feel like they just kidnapped her and took her. And Lutess certainly wasn't the mother.
Lady Comstock seems to believe the child is a result of some errant act of carnality between myself and her beloved prophet. I told the poor woman the truth, that the child was a product of our little contraption, but I think she found that less believable than her delusion.
Also interesting, so somehow she's related to the machinery. Weird. Very, very strange. So the real question now is, who is Elizabeth?
Strange. Booker,
Did-
grab that lockpick.
You did find something. Thank you. Need as many lockpicks as we can get. That's still super freaky, Ghost Mom. Wait, there's a set that went up these stairs. Things are getting super spooky. I don't particularly care for it. Was it this spooky before I went into Lutess's place? I don't know if you guys can hear it, if it's being picked up, but in my headphones I can hear a faint heartbeat. And it's really off-putting. That's gonna give me the creeps, because she whispers whenever she shows up. There must be something back at the beginning over by the bank. And that's why she's leading us this way. I'm a little spooked out.
She tests us!
Oh! Crap. I was not expecting this.
Be careful, there's a crow!
No. Shit.
Need these salts? Booker, catch!
That'll do.
What else have we got? Wow. That was quite the fight. Probably could have gone better, but sheesh. I was not expecting to try to go through those doors and get bombarded by a pair of crows immediately. And the addition of a fireman didn't help. I also don't remember these burning bodies, so... I admit, I was not prepared for that. I was expecting enemies around the
More
corner,
Catch!
but not a straight-up ambush. Sheesh. Well, Didn't come out for too worse for wear, I guess. Since they came out of the bank, I'm reasonably gonna believe what I need is in this bank. Of course, I could still be wrong.
What could this place have to do with my mother?
Looks like I was right.
Booker, there's a lockpick over there.
You're concerned about the lockpick that I can't see? The whole place just went heebity-jeebity. Can we go back to when this game wasn't so spoopy?
Here's some cash.
I remember when this game wasn't so spoopy, and it was pretty straightforward, and it was bright, and we were just fighting racists.
Oh.
Now, we went through here before, but this path was blocked. It's not blocked now, so I guess this is where we're going. Alright, let's see what we get. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. Oh, there's someone back there. Friend or foe? Can't tell. Oh, absolutely foe. There we go. And that electrocution really helps because it stuns enemies that are nearby the ones I'm fighting. That comes in super duper handy. Enemies aren't dropping as much loot though, other than their guns, which they're not using the burst gun, so that doesn't help me. Alright, now that the shooting's over, we're back to the creepy. Alright. Definitely back to original BioShock 5s. All it took was a insane revolution to make things go crazy once again. Figures. We even got creepy creep sounds.
50%.
What's that?
50% of everything people earn here goes right to Comstock as a tithe.
I gotta get me a job in the profit business.
That's insane. Andrew Ryan would have flipped his caboose if he heard that. The Prophet would have been one of his parasites. 50% is an awful lot as a tithe. Then again, when you're spouting religion, you get a lot of money when you spout religion and have blind faith followers. Only one lockpick, huh?
Think you can crack this one open?
Sure thing.
The safe in the bank only needs one lock.
It's done.
Of course, it only had 141 Silver Eagles.
hold on to this?
She's finding just as much silver eagles as I am. Still doesn't explain, though, Elizabeth's question, and I'm sure we'll get to it once I'm done scrounging about. What this place had to do with her mother. Is her mother involved with the bank? I'm willing to bet my answer's up there, but you know me, I have to look around everywhere. That is a lot of blood. What is all that blood doing there? Unless it's not blood. But, I have one of them sinking suspicion type things that it is blood. Alright, enough faffing about. Let's dare to be daring. See what's through the big door.
Footsteps seem to go down to the vault.
Well, I guess we're not going through the big door. Alright, so the footsteps want me to go down that way. But first, of course, I have to check down this other way. And it may be irrelevant. But we'll see. It's also possible that we'll run into more bad guys at any moment.
I think there's a lockpick over there.
And I think this place is too spooky to go running around forward like that, Elizabeth. Wow, a whole blacksmith's bag. Oh, this place gives me the creeps. And it just keeps going. Hoarder. This is one of those times where I wish I had a map, like I had in BioShock 1 and 2, so I could know what I was getting into. No such luck. Ooh. Doesn't that just paint a picture? It looks like we found some gear. Kill to live. Melee executions have a 65% chance to give health. Really? What do I have on now? Killing with excessive damage stuns nearby enemies. That's my electricity thing that I was commenting on earlier. I don't do a lot of melee kills, so I'm probably not going to bother. So we'll just take those. As well as your lockpicks. Oh. This entire city is dead. It really is just become Rapture. And I don't know if it's better or worse for the lack of Daisy Fitzroy. If Daisy could have been more controlling, it might not have been so bad.
Alright, let's see. Type 3 letters to spell the voice.
3 letters.
V-O-X. Try the typewriter.
Oh, this must be where that codex was. Alright. So because we found the book first. And that must be it on the paper or something. Alright. Oh. Not bad. This looks like a burst gun, but I already have one. Silver Eagles, another infusion. I like to put the shields up first.
Nice.
Almost filled those out. And a voxophone from the lady herself.
I know the prophet is a liar, but he cannot be. I know the prophet is a murderer, but he cannot be. For if the future lies only in the imagination of God, why would he reveal it to such a monster?
Yep, the Lady Comstock's faith is thoroughly shaken. She got to know Comstock for what he truly was, who he truly was. And it shakes her to her very foundation of
More
what
money.
God
Cash,
would be.
Mr. DeWitt.
I'm not surprised. She believed Comstock to be an agent of the God. But when she learned that he was just a liar and a murderer, she couldn't understand how he could be an agent of God. And much like the Lady Comstock, I'm afraid we're all out of time. Thank you all for joining me for another installment of Game Break. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like and share it with your friends so that they too may find some inspiration. And make sure to subscribe to our channel here at Inspire the Muse for more great videos from us. And until next time, get out there, find some inspiration, and be creative.